Gunmen kidnapped more than 10 community members, including a patient in Matusji's village. ZAMFARA State highlights the ongoing security challenges in the region. The fact that no immediate response came from security operatives during the attack add to concern of the villagers who are left in fear and uncertainty. It's also troubling that the bandits have not made any demand yet, leaving the fate of the adoptees unclear. The deployment of tactical political team to rescue the victims is a necessary step, but it underlines the need for stronger and more proactive security measures in these vulnerable communities to prevent such attack in the future. The situation calls for urgent attention from both state and federal authorities to address the root causes of such violence and ensure the safety of the residents. This is a distress incident. Yeah, like they have stated here that this is a distress incident. Of course it is. In ZAMFARA State, about 10 persons have been adopted. And so far, the bandits, the people in question have not called, they have not put a call through for anything yet, which is really worrisome. And this is a time at which a lot of persons are calling on the federal government to actually tackle insecurity. I saw in a report yesterday, in the news yesterday, the former presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, said that they can actually fight insecurity if they want, that the federal government should declare insecurity emergency so that they can be able to do something about this. And the more they try to close one door, the more other doors are being opened. What do you think about this incident in ZAMFARA State before we look at the solution to it?
You know, it's a pathetic situation. And the truth is that for the opportune time, I have always been saying it, that if these people want to end this thing, they can do it in less than no time. You know, but the government has not paid much attention to insecurity in this country. All they are interested in is to play politics. And they are not really concerned about the lives and properties of Nigerians. Just look at in a village where you go to bed without, you know, with your both eyes closed now. You know, we used to know the North those days when we read about the North and visit the North as a very peaceful place. You know, these people sleep, leaving their doors open because of the harshness of the environment. And, you know, they go to bed with their two eyes closed. No issue. But nowadays, one kidnapping news or the other, and the government is not ready to do anything about it. It's very bad. Not just in the North, all over Nigeria. Things are just happening. You know, map out these places that, you know, these constant attacks frequenting. Map it out as red zone and look for ways to be more proactive. They come out, bandits, gunmen, whatever, whether they are herdsmen or whatever they are, start attacking villagers for hours. And no police response, no nothing. The family members are left in the hands of, you know, at the mercy of the kidnappers to probably request for ransom, and they see how to sell whatever they can sell, raise the ransom, and then release their victims. Is it Chibok girls? Dapchi girls? You know, all of these people that have been kidnapped over the years, they are still in the hands of their adopters still today. Nothing has been done.
Okay, in a particular community, still from northern part of Nigeria, we saw in a report where one of the village head was fully involved in the insecurity that was happening in the community. And according to what we read, that the leader of that community collected about 700,000 and allowing them to come in and do whatever thing they want to do. And of course, when they came in, they adopted some persons and they also killed. And then at the end of the day, yeah, it was actually revealed that this man in question was fully involved in it. But what do you think? Will you say that this is more of political? Because since it's not looking like some of these leaders who were supposed to protect, because most time when something like this happens, you will realize that they will invade a community for over 5 hours, no security response, no nothing. And then after maybe 3 hours of the happening, that's when you will see that these people have come in. So will you say that they actually know about this thing, but they don't want to do something? Or could it be that the federal government is just stuck? They do not have ideas on how to handle this insecurity, or they know, but are just reluctant? Or is it that we do not have enough workforce? What exactly is happening here?
You know, when it comes to insecurity, there are different things to pinpoint. Number one, when it comes to recruitment of security agencies, the police, the army, it must be an open process, not a process where, you know, a senator somewhere nominates social numbers of persons to, you know, go into the DSS or the police, and those are the people that are being picked, not necessarily the persons that even applied for that process. By so doing, you have, you know, put in people that are ready to do the work, the police work there now. Secondly, our government is just concerned about doing things that will put money into their pocket. They are always preparing for the next election. What will keep money into their pocket so that by the time the next election comes, they start spending that money they have saved. Thirdly, you understand that the proliferation of light, medium, and heavy arms in the country now is propagating and promoting this insecurity. Because if these people do not have the weapon, how will they go and hold the village or put the village under siege for such an act? They can't. They can't. But
is it because of the weapon they have, or?
It is. That is what is giving them the morale. Even the Nigerian soldier. You know, by the time a soldier sees a a terrorist with a superior weapon, no matter the training you have, you first of all take cover. I have heard from some soldiers that, you know, when they are attacking this Boko Haram, you see them with, you know, this ammunition that they use in fighting aircraft. That is what they are aiming at one person. That's what they are aiming at you. No matter you are with AK-47, they are with anti-aircraft.
That's what they're supposed to use, or that's what they're using?
That is what they are. That is what they are aiming at you. They don't even have the DIN guns or the what we call Okamid.
Okay.
They have superior weapons. How did they get this weapon? It's what is giving them the morale. No matter their age, you see these boys doing this thing. They are not more than 25 years old. Putting a community under tension like this. Our borders needs to be checked for the influx of some of these heavy weapons that are landing in the hands of people that are not supposed to be in possession of them. So the government needs to, it is the government that needs to do all of these things. And when all of these things are checkmate, you understand that insecurity in the country will come down. But because they are not ready, in fact, when government is negotiating with these people now, what happens is that the people demand for weapons, demand for motorbikes, demand for some millions of naira, and the government will bundle all of these things and send to them.
And it's not still going to work?
In exchange for 1 or 2 persons that were held on, in captivity. What are you telling them? Do more.
No, let me understand. Are you saying it's no longer ransom they are asking of? What their demand now is for weapons.
Weapons.
And they
motorbikes. You know, fuel, diesel.
Before they can release...
honestly, millions of naira, before they will all of these things are put into their demand.
Like, are you saying this with, like, what you know or what you get?
I am telling you a fact. I'm telling you a fact. That is what is happening in this country. That is why I'm telling you that government is busy playing politics.
So if you're called to prove this, you can?
Why not? I am, in fact, several negotiations that have been made in the past in Nigeria here is, in fact, they send some of this, what is the name of this other man that they usually send then to go and negotiate on behalf of the government in some states in Nigeria here. You know, some of these people, they'll come back and tell you that government is demanding, these people are demanding for this, that, and this. It is all over in the news.
Okay, and then the security personnel are actually asking for 200 rounds of ammunition that if the federal government can produce this annually, there's every tendency that insecurity will be the thing of the past. Do you think that this is actually going to work? Or could it be that they do not have something at least that is equivalent to this to fight insecurity, or they're not just ready?
These people, our army, they can't match these bandits in the north toe to toe when it comes to weapons. We can't match them. I don't know where or how they get their weapons, but we cannot. I'm telling you, I have spoken with a soldier that happens to be my friend, that served. He was in Borno State, Borno himself. Not even Maiduguri. He was posted to one of those villages that were under attack. It was just of recent. He was relocated to Akwa Ibom State. You know. After, you know, his ear got damaged because of the loudness of the, you know, the weapons in the bush. These people, sometimes when they finish planning, you know, in their platoon, they finish planning and they are advancing. Before you know it, Boko Haram have already, you know, secured the whole place, laid an ambush. How did they get this intelligent information? It was filtered from among them there that was planning. As they are moving, the weapons that these people are even using against them is too advanced. And sometimes when they manage to capture them or capture these weapons and bring to the camp, they take it from the camp and take it to Maiduguri, where the war is not happening, instead of giving it to them to use against the bandits.
So why are they taking it to Maiduguri? Because they don't want them to kill the bandits?
I don't just understand. These are the political undertones. These are the questions we need to start asking ourselves. Why are you not allocating money to, you know, our military forces to buy weapons regularly, annually? Because some of these things get damaged. Some of them, you know, you misplace it in course of running for your life. Some of these things happens. You know, but we can't match them. So if our government is ready, just look at the policemen we have on the road. Have you seen their guns? It looks like some of those weapons that are, you know, have been used 10,000 years ago.
But they can't be on the road with such ammunition.
We're not asking them to be on the road with, you know, sophisticated ammunitions. But policemen all over the world does not use the kind of gun we are using on. Those of them are the checkpoints, you know, major checkpoints at night. At night. You know, you can't keep them there with that kind of weapon, and you expect them to hear a gunshot and they respond. When you are hearing, you know, the bullet from the other, by the sound of the gun, so they know the kind of weapons they are going to face, and you know your own sounds far lower than. You know, you can't have, you wouldn't have the morale to go there. But when you are hearing a dang gun, and you know you have something far superior, you say, let us go. Okay,
so at this point that the federal government has not yet yield to this request of 200 rounds of ammunition, what do you think the security personnel can actually do? Because, I mean, they have been deployed to different jurisdictions to work. Yes. And they cannot just be there. They can't deny not to go. They will definitely go, all right? So what else can they do? Is there something they can do among themselves to be able to come up with something reasonable, to be able to fight insecurity?
You know, first of all, is to be very proactive. Be proactive in the sense that you see how to prevent the occurrence of some of these incidents. You have to go and look for intelligence. Try, because these people are within the community. Try to infiltrate, you know, search for intelligence, what are they planning and when are they planning what they are planning. And, you know, put a barricade, you know, lay ambush, wait for them. By the time they see that once, twice, you know, they have been attacked unexpectedly, you know, they will know that people are preparing for them. If you wait for them to start attacking and start, you know, manning the different points, you can't come in. Because these people they are very experienced at what they do. They are very experienced at what they do. If they are operating here, you don't just see people, all of them gathering here. Some of them are at that junction waiting. Some of them go further to wait. And as you are approaching, they are signaling the other people there that you have already started coming.
Yeah, they communicate.
Yes, they communicate. It's they work in synergy. It's not just, you know, hit and run thing. It's a sophisticated operation. So what you have to do is to see that you seek for intelligence and be very proactive, because you can't match them toe to toe, and seek for other ways to, you know, protect these communities. Should come together and see how to protect themselves, because at this point in Nigeria, we will say government has failed us in every area. Is it in the area of food security, in the area of security of lives and properties? The government has failed us. This is not what we were promised.
Well, we hope that, we pray that those that were adopted from ZAMFARA State, that they will get back home safely. That is all we have to pray, because as it stands now, no information on where they are or what they should do to be able to go back home to their loved ones. Right now, everyone is incommunicado. So we hope that everything will be perfect. Okay. All right, and the next story for today is on drug trafficking.